to get my back blown out in peace. You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old?
They looked perfect, at least from the outside. Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert were the couple everyone rooted for. Stylish, successful, supportive of each other. They weren't just relationship goals, they were family goals. The kind of couple people posted about on Instagram with captions like, "When it's real, it shows." But the thing about perfection is that it's usually hiding something. And now, it's all falling apart. In the middle of the chaos, one voice has risen above the noise. One that most people didn't expect. Teyana's mom. And she's furious. A source close to the family says she looked Iman straight in the eyes and said, "You let fame ruin my baby." But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Because before we get to that confrontation, you need to understand what led to it, and why so many people are now saying that the real story isn't about love gone wrong, but about a mother protecting her child from something much darker. It started out beautifully. Teyana and Iman met when their stars were just starting to rise. She was a multi-talented performer, singing, acting, choreographing. He was an NBA star, young and confident. Together, they had this chemistry that felt real. Not just red carpet smiles, but deep friendship. When they got married in 2016, fans were obsessed. Then came their daughter, and even more love. Iman delivered their first baby at home, something Teyana always talked about with pride. People admired them for being down-to-earth despite their fame. But then, slowly, things started shifting. Not all at once, just little cracks in the surface. First came the rumors. Whispers about Iman being seen with other women at clubs. Alleged DMs that surfaced online, screenshots that no one could completely verify, but they were enough to make fans pause. Still, Teyana stood by him. In interviews, she defended their marriage, called it solid, even when the blogs tried to say otherwise. Behind closed doors, though, it wasn't so solid. Sources close to the couple say Teyana began pulling away, emotionally, physically. She was focusing more on her music, on directing, on building her own brand outside of their marriage. Meanwhile, Iman was seen out more often, without her. Then came the official news. Teyana and Iman were separating. At first, the public took it with grace. Relationships end. It happens. But things escalated fast. Within weeks, legal documents surfaced. Teyana had filed for divorce months before anyone even knew. In those documents, she claimed the relationship had been broken for a long time and that there had been constant disrespect. That's when the real drama began. Not just in courtrooms, but in their family. Teyana's mom, Nikki, has always been protective. She's been her daughter's manager since day one. She's been in the industry long enough to know how fame works, how it lifts you up, and how it can destroy you just as fast. So when she found out what was really happening behind the scenes, when she saw her daughter suffering in silence, breaking down privately while smiling for the world, she snapped. According to people close to the family, the confrontation happened during a private meeting. It wasn't planned, but emotions had been building for weeks. Nikki looked at Iman and said, "You let fame ruin my baby." Those words hit like a slap. She told him he had changed. That the man who once held her daughter's hand during labor was now the same man who skipped her events, disrespected her in public, and treated the family like an inconvenience. "She loved you," Nikki said, according to the source. "She would have done anything for you, and you took that for granted." People in the room say Iman didn't say much. He listened, but his face gave everything away.
Shame.
Maybe anger. Maybe guilt. No one really knows what goes on in someone's heart. But one thing was clear. Nikki wasn't there as a manager. She was there as a mother. And she had reached her limit. The days after the confrontation, fans started noticing Teyana posting cryptic messages. Things like, "Peace is better than loyalty to the wrong people," and "You can't heal in the same environment that broke you." At the same time, Iman was spotted alone more often. No public statements. No interviews. But behind the scenes, something else was brewing. A source close to Iman leaked that he was planning to file a motion to request more custody time. Not because he wanted to be more involved with the kids, the source claimed, but because more custody would mean lower child support payments. That's when Teyana lost it. Quietly, behind closed doors. But it shook her. She had already been through so much. The silence, the betrayal, the disrespect. Now this? She told friends, he doesn't want more time with them. He wants to pay less. Her mother backed her 100%. Nikki started working with lawyers immediately. Not just to protect Teyana, but to protect the girls. She didn't want them becoming pawns in a legal chess game. The sad part? The girls could feel it. The tension. The missed calls. The way their parents' eyes avoided each other when dropping them off. Kids always know. And as all of this was unfolding behind the scenes, the media started picking it up. Headlines like, Teyana's mom blasts Iman in heated private meeting. Child custody battle heating up. Sources say Iman wants control. Teyana's camp says enough is enough. Social media split fast. Some defended Iman, saying fathers deserve equal custody. Others said Nikki was right, that fame had changed him, that he was no longer the same man he used to be. What most people didn't see, though, was the emotional toll it was taking on Teyana. She was trying to keep it together, raising kids, managing her career, protecting her peace, while navigating public humiliation. People close to her say she barely slept during those final months. Her smile?
Gone.
Her light?
Dimmed.
Every night after putting her daughters to bed, she'd sit on the edge of her bed, staring into nothing, tears falling silently. She didn't scream. She didn't post. She didn't even vent. She absorbed. That's the thing about women like Teyana. They endure until they break. And when she finally did, it wasn't because of the rumors or the headlines. It was because of the betrayal. After everything I gave him, she reportedly told a friend, he made me the villain. That one line, that cuts deep. Because this wasn't just a breakup. This was an unraveling. A story of love turned to war, of trust turned to silence, of a woman who gave her all and got left in the shadows. And the deeper you go, the more you realize this wasn't just about two people. This was about fame, about the weight of being seen by millions and still feeling invisible to the one person who should have had your back. Teyana's mom, Nikki, saw it all. Before the blogs, before the receipts, before the world started whispering. She watched her daughter go from fierce to fragile, from joyful to guarded. She saw it in the way Teyana stopped dancing in the kitchen, in the way she hesitated before answering the phone. And when the dam finally broke and Teyana confronted Iman, it wasn't about cheating rumors or messy DMs. It was about heartbreak. Pure, soul-shaking heartbreak. You let fame ruin my baby. That sentence isn't just going to echo through group chats. It's going to haunt interviews, articles, and documentaries for years to come. Because that line, that's not just about Iman. That's about every man who loses sight of home while chasing flashing lights. Every woman who's told to be strong while she's bleeding emotionally behind closed doors. Every mother who watches her daughter give and give, only to be blamed when the giving stops. And now there's no staged, we're working it out post. No fake paparazzi reunion shots at a family brunch. No vague captions about growth or healing. It's silent. And in that silence, power is building. Teyana is no longer protecting the narrative. She's protecting herself, her children, her truth. Her team is tight. Her lawyers, ready. And right behind her is her mother, Nikki, a woman who's not afraid to burn bridges if it means saving her daughter from drowning. Because for Nikki, this isn't about PR. It's not about winning headlines or fans. It's about watching her daughter sacrifice her love, her youth, her loyalty, for a man who returned it with distance, ego, and disrespect. It's about seeing Teyana reduced from a powerhouse to a question mark in her own life story. And Nikki? She's not having it. She will scream. She will cry. She will show up in court with receipts if she has to. But what she won't do is let the world paint her daughter as anything less than what she is, a woman who loved hard, fought harder, and is now finally choosing herself. So if you thought this was over, think again. Because the silence? That was just the calm. Now comes the storm.